Hi, good day, everybody. It's Zmar Soptu. Welcome to another edition of the Original Free Kick. In this edition, we were able to attend the press conference of Atlanta United defender Brooks Lennon after the team's 2-1 home loss to Minnesota United on May 4th. Hope you're doing well today. As always, to follow everything that we do, go to the mothership, the sportsinquirer.net, premier site for news and notes in the world of sports. You can also go to our social media platforms on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. I guess I should call it X now. I'm still calling it Twitter because when I go to twitter.com, that's what comes up. But I guess technically it's X. But anyway, go to the Sports Inquirer or search Sports Inquirer, or you can go to or look for E. Marcel. You'll be able to find us. And then finally, go to our other video and audio platforms on YouTube, SoundCloud, Spotify, and wherever you get your audio and video content. Just look for us, E. Marcel Couture or Sports Inquirer, and you'll be able to follow, subscribe, and share everything that we have going on. We have a subscription goal, and we're working towards it, and your contributions will be greatly appreciated. And as I mentioned, I was able to attend Atlanta United's 2-1 home loss to Minnesota United on May 4th, and that included the press conference of Brooks Lennon following the defeat. Let's get right to it. Enjoy.
Was it that, or is it more kind of the team trying to figure out tactically how to kind of go about building up in that 5-4-1? How would you explain the opening 15 minutes or so of the game?
Yeah, I think if you look, we played most of that first, 10 to 15 minutes controlling the game. I felt like we had the most of the ball. I think obviously in every football match you're going to start feeling each other out in the first 10 minutes. We didn't know what they were going to do tactically. At times they play with a back four, at times they play with a back five. We actually thought they were going to start with a back four, and they changed last minute to a back five. So it just takes adapting and maturity and leadership to understand what we need to do to break them down and create chances. And I think that's one thing that we're struggling with right now is, I think we're very good at breaking teams down and controlling the tempo of the game, but creating that final pass and chance on goal, I think we're struggling a little bit, and I hope that we can get that back.
Would you say that frustration creeps in at some point that works against you? I know that Gonzalez said on Thursday that one of the messages has been got to be masters of kind of controlling and managing that kind of frustration that happens, which typically happens in games.
Definitely, yeah. Obviously, in games you're gonna get frustrated at times, and even for example, when you concede, the best teams in the world, every single team in the world is going to concede a goal. It's how you react and respond. I think we can grow a little bit better in that area and be a little bit more mature and regrouping after conceding a goal, because I think a lot of the times this season when we've conceded, it's actually been when we've been controlling the game. And a loss of focus, and it happens like that in this league. So I think, like I said, going back to reiterating what I've already said, is just maturity and leadership inside the pitch at times, and understanding the right moments to go forward and control the tempo and all those things.
So it feels like things kind of unraveled just a little bit in that second half. You gave up 2 goals in pretty quick succession. What happened in those moments?
Yeah, I think the first came off a defensive set piece, which is frustrating because we worked so hard in training on set pieces offensively and defensively. So to concede on a defensive set piece was frustrating. And when you concede the first goal in a game like this, it kind of changes a little bit of the momentum. But to be honest with you guys, this isn't a time where we need to panic and go against each other and have a big ordeal. I think we need to stick together. We need to get back on the training field, work even harder. We've been putting in so much effort into the preparation for each and every game. The coaching staff does such a fantastic job of getting us ready for each and every game. So it's just taking it that one step further, and I think the results will come eventually.
How do you do that? You have the short turnaround, short recovery before Tuesday Open Cup. How do you kind of do that?
Yeah, sometimes in sports it's the best thing for after a loss is to get right back on the field. So it's actually good in our favor that we get another opportunity to put this jersey on Tuesday and represent the club at a better standard.
Brooks, talking about set piece defense again, the team's now conceded 4 goals from set pieces, 2 of those from corner kicks. Where are the struggles coming from in defending these plays, and how can you improve your set piece defense going forward?
Yeah, I think just understanding your role on defensive set pieces and doing it to the best of your ability, whether it be blocking a runner or marking a guy, one-on-one. It comes down to those duels and making sure that you're doing your job for the team. And if all 11 players on defensive set pieces are doing their job, then we should be all right. But we'll watch it on film and understand where where it went wrong tonight, and hopefully learn from our mistakes.
It seems like Minnesota's compactness created problems for y'all. How did
was also ready to speak.
Go ahead.
it seemed like Minnesota's compactness?
All right, and that was Brooks Lennon discussing the team's 2-1 home loss to Minnesota United. The team is now winless for more than a month now. As far as not getting a victory, they've had some ties thrown in there. But struggles for Atlanta, going down 2-0 and getting a goal later on in the second half from Saba, but still was not enough. You saw some struggles with Atlanta being able to find offensive flow with Minnesota's back 5. And that knew that'd be a difficult task going into the contest. Minnesota best record in the Western Conference, so one of the top teams so far to start the Major League Soccer season. And you just saw consistent struggles from Atlanta to do that. And now the team finds itself in the bottom half of the Eastern Conference standings. And now they have a really active schedule coming up, including a U.S. Open Cup match this upcoming Tuesday on May 7th. It's at home against Independence out of Charlotte. And then they have another home match on May 12th against DC United. And after that, there are 2 more MLS matches. So a really active hard schedule coming up, but continued struggles for Atlanta United. To get more on the match, including a post-match analysis and more in depth, you can always go to the sportsinquirer.net, premier site for news and notes in the world of sports. You can also go to our social media platforms on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Just look us up under Sports Inquirer or Marcel Toot. And then finally, go to our audio and video platforms and subscribe, share, and like it. In our content, including on SoundCloud and Spotify and YouTube. Until next time, good fight, good night, and be safe.